it's Tarkin coming at you with another game of Oblivion Remastered. We're here in the Mid-Late Mages Guild. We've been made a warlock recently, which is very prestigious. But I can't wait when enemies are nearby. Anyway, we have to find an enemy and slay them. We're just running around. We were told by the Archmage that we needed to wait a bit before, any new stuff could come to us. I'm wearing arena garb. We were just made the champion, you see. Where are my pants? There we go. It's just all so pretty. Alright, we've got our various staves. I think. Yeah, we're mostly charged up, so we are just going to keep on keeping on. We will throw our arena garb there, not out of any disgust for, the person we've become. I'm proud of being the champion. We need to find these enemies so that we can go back to the city and see if the Archmage will give us anything. Come on, you want to go, bro? You're just a wolf. I'm a champion. My spells aren't actually very good, but I like them anyway. I kind of want to go back to this farm real quick. There was a gang of ladies who wanted me to join their gang and rob people, but it was all a setup. Oh, I left the key somewhere else. That's right. Well, we won't go in there. The lock can't be picked. There's a very strange cave here, so why don't we just come up to it? Oh, it's a graveyard. Unfortunately, we cannot read the graves, so it's just ambiance. In a better game, they would let us read the graves. And there would be, moving stories of the people of the past. But alas. Alright, what's going on here? What kind of cave even is it? Ooh, they've got statues. One with no hands. One with no head. Interesting. Oh, nether liches. Ice Storm, nice. We'll just hold on to that. Probably use it in combat before too long. This is not exactly the same as doing what's on the name of the thing, but hey, it's better than just waiting for a while. I only have 13 lockpicks. That's right. I did the thing on an earlier one. We gotta be more careful with our lockpicks then. All right, so there is a door. I just can't find it. I do very much enjoy how Detect Life works on, like, dead things. I think that's good. Nether Liches are super, super dangerous if you let them get their bearings. But if you just get right in there and put out, like, 150 or 200 damage right away, then they're kind of jokes, you know? Ooh, interesting, indeed. We've got, like, a... I say interesting, they're probably not going to follow up on this at all. But there's the key to the outer tombs. Probably for that door. Almost certainly for that door. Here, all we're doing is identifying the dangerous things first, right? We've got a Wraith here, or a Faded Wraith, which is, you know, whatever. But we knew if we popped the Nether Lich that there wouldn't be two in one room. This game is wild at level 20. You never play at this level when you're playing real Oblivion. Old Oblivion. Rather than Oblivion. Fireball staff, alright. Because it's like, you get, like, cinematically the idea of what's going on in this place, you know? You've got the liches, and you've got the graveyards and stuff, but, like, not even so much as a note, you know, to tell you what's going on, really. We're just gonna pop this with the greater power. No, not that one, for that's not the one. Nothing like a Warden key. And here we'll try to pick this one for real. Well, I said it was going well. There we go. Clean. All for a weak might potion. Is there another room? What a strange layout. So there's this, and then backtrack here. It's a cool place, good loot, but won't be the first time I say it's a real good thing this game has a mini-map, right? Or it would be very, very arduous to make our way through these places. And probably there won't be anything on the other lines, maybe just like a dude or two. But maybe we'll get... Aha! There is more. Oh, whoops. Well, I forgot to get my MP up, so we... We're just gonna go into nuclear mode. Use the staves that you get from them in order to defeat them. Staff of Burden, blah, very boring, but still, it'll sell. The inner key. Oh no, there is a more place to go. I thought we were done. We are not done. Maybe we are. Maybe one of the things we already unlocked was what you get with the inner key. Maybe it unlocks one of these coffins. No, they're all empty. Well, that's too bad. Yeah, it must have been, you know, it might have been the hard lock on, you know, one of those chests or something. That would make sense. But now we've successfully backtracked our way out. Oh right, we haven't fallen down though. No soul gem large enough. How big of souls do these fellows have? Oh, that was a rat and he was already dead. Oh well. Good enough. Look, we killed like 3 nether liches in there. I don't think those tombs have too much more for us to find. There in the smoke hole cave. It is quite a visual. Can't wait when enemies are nearby. Whereby. Alright. We're just gonna wait for daytime. So that I can look around at the outside of the cave in the light and see if, like, maybe there's some other thing visually that, you know, gives us a cue to, you know, the history of the place or whatever. But it looks like those graves at the front and the ever-burning demonic fire was all there was. Oh, they're fools. How dare you? Alright, well that went rather well. Oh yeah, so there are apparently mountain lions all over here. Who knew? Don't have enough magicka. Is it not regenerating at all? Oh, I'm diseased. Ah, I've got the astral vapors. I've got the vapors. Alright, now everything is fine again. And this is what on the other side of Kvatch. Yep. You know, all the roads lead you here. And then you can just ignore everywhere they lead you afterward. So we're just going to pop into Old Anvil and, you know, sell off to our favored merchant as always. Getting closer and closer to capping our character level in Mercantile, which is just funny to me. But all the leveling happens really fast.
Well met.
Which honestly, like, I don't know how I feel about it with the
day.
balancing, but I do think it's excellent for my
What
style,
can I interest you
since
in?
I like making new characters in games anyway. Lets you get to the fun part quick and then abandon it whenever you get bored.
Another
Oh,
good
I
day.
should repair my gear before we sell stuff.
Well, take care. Hi. Perhaps Perhaps you need new armor.
Whoops, didn't mean to get that. That's all fine. Alright, so we sell the calm and the burden.
A fine transaction.
And the fireball, because fire's better, and we keep the ice staff. Nah. Fire. The thunderbolt staff is quite nice, but we'll keep the fire staff. There's more ice resistant things, it seems. Well, you know, there's Daedra, but we shouldn't be running into them. Not that frequently, anyway.
A fine transaction.
Alright, seems fine.
A good price for a good customer.
We're getting way too much weight in arrows, but it'll be fine. We probably will get into a big fight soon enough. But we're just going to pop in back to the Arcane University. And if they don't have a quest for us, we'll probably just wait like a full day and see if that's long enough. Because if they say, or we'll just wait right now, maybe. Yeah, we'll wait till morning. So if they say in a game like Elder Scrolls, wait for later, they usually mean like a day or 2 days, or maybe even 7, but never more than that, right? Right. But we did the arena, we went around, we traveled to Anvil and back quickly, and so I'm thinking we should be good now. I kind of can't wait until I make a new character. I'm very excited about it. I'm gonna make a punch cat, and we're just gonna continue on with this, though. I don't want to abandon the character before we, fix up all the things that are broken.
The council is in complete disarray at the news of Manimako's presence in Cyrodiil. The King of Worms has obviously targeted the guild, but we have no idea why. No demands have been made. All of my attention is devoted to the council. We must discern the reason for this sudden attack and stop Manimako before he destroys us all. I am unable to look into something that has been brought to my attention. Are you capable of going on my behalf?
Of course, buddy.
Good. Please go to Bruma. I have not heard from Jean Frasoric for a few days now, which is unusual for her. While I welcome the break from correspondence with her, I worry that something may be amiss, given recent developments. Find out if Jean is all right, and let me know if she needs anything. Make sure she's all right, will you? Come see me when you've spoken to Jean.
Ah, you must be the Arcane University's newest addition.
We're gonna pop into Bruma. Hey, Shade. It's going pretty well. Woke up, had some yogurt and peanut butter granola, and then jump into this. I got work in a couple hours, but I'm just much too obsessed with this game at the moment. I spent a bunch of time playing other games on my days off, to the expense of my adventures in Oblivion. Oh, it's on fire.
Look out.
I'm currently silenced. Well, that's not great. Volinaro, no! Selenia, no!
Watch out.
Hey, that's somebody alive. Where are they? But, I'm just gonna, like, make a new character whenever this one's done, right? Oh, no! Okay, there are way more of them on me than I had thought. Alright, so we've got to get some potions going on. We're gonna heal up. Fortunately, I have an absolute ton of them. And even with silenced, I think... I'm like, I need to get their bodies here. There we go. Alright, so even with silence, I think our staff will work. Yeah, and we are just gonna absolutely nuke them. They won't know what hit them. Oh yeah. Get wrecked. Never should have come here. This staff of thunderbolts is sick. And this is what being a mage is all about, you know. Alright, do we have any more? Alright, the pirates came back. Any more people to find on the ground? Nope, not in there. And this will just be on the other side. Yep, so now we're taking that, we get to the other side here, and that's, you know, why the guild has the strange
Come out wherever you are.
construction, no doubt.
What have we here? A visitor. I'm afraid you've missed the party. The guest of honor has already left.
Stupid
be leaving,
Camilla
though.
can't tell that she's
I'll
in the
see to that
corner. She
now.
doesn't have detect life on. You dare? And then it's just Scar. I'm like, this is the callback to the invisibility plot.
Screaming, but I just couldn't move. He killed them all. Just slaughtered them. I saw his face. I saw the King of Worms.
It's
I
hardcore.
couldn't believe my eyes. I think the only reason I'm alive is because I was invisible. But
I
even
love the
so,
way the
I
Khajiit
think
look.
He saw me. He killed them, one by one. Volanaro was last, I think. He was trying to run away, but he didn't make it, did he?
Poor
King of
Volanaro.
Worms stood
He's got
over
like the
him
best
right
spell
before
in the
he
game,
died,
but I'm
and
not a
he-
conjurer.
Well, it looked like he sucked out Volanaro's soul. He said something about Echo Cave and destroying the Mages Guild. Then he looked right at me and grinned. You've got to
Tell you
do
what, how
something.
super
You've
paralyzed
got
looks.
to tell Archmage
Yeah, well, you know,
Draven.
it is kind of funny because, like, the locking up of the muscles and, like, you know, they sort of slowly fall over, but really, you know, if you were just like, bam, do magic rigor mortis, you know, stun on a person,
He might
it
come
wouldn't
back
look
if he knows
smart.
that. I'll go to the Imperial City. Hannibal Draven can protect me.
Hannibal Traven can't protect
It's not
nobody.
safe
He
here.
sent me
Leave
here.
before he comes back.
I'm gonna take Jean's money out of her because I'm a bad person. Alright, well, is there anything else to do? Yep. Alright, so we immediately go to the Imperial City. We have to go the long way around, but I imagine that'll be all of the fighting we have to do. It's still pretty crazy. Like, now that it's so much easier to level, I'm sure everyone has the same feelings I do, like if they played the classic version, which is just like, man, I didn't even know this many high-level enemies were possible to run into, you know, when you still had, you know, 60 in skills, but it,
Hello.
because I'm level 20 now, which is ridiculous, right? Because, like, you look at my majors, and I've still got a couple that are, like, in the 40s, but, of course, now all the skills lead to Rome. Or, like, just, I have 71 light armor, and it's a minor skill, and I haven't spent any training on it. Like, it's got to be just so much faster than it used to be. I haven't looked into it, but it just is, I know all the spell schools are. So it's like on top of all the things leveling
Yes?
you. Also, do I need to go with Jaskar? Are we gonna run to the Imperial City together?
Oh, hello.
I guess. This will be fun. Don't worry, Jaskar, I'll keep you safe. Sure you can't sprint, bro? Jumping circles around you, bro. Gonna jump right over your head. That's how acrobatic I am. Now backwards. Imagine being a cat and this wood elf just starts jumping circles around you and you're like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep jogging. I'm not gonna be provoked by you. I probably had y'all at imagine being a cat, but you know. It's not very nice to say that. They're not cats. They just look like them. Act like them and sort of are them, but they're not them, you know. They're Khajiit. It's got a soft way of saying cat, you know. The G is silent.
You're pathetic.
I'm not pathetic, you're pathetic. Did this dude just murk a minotaur? Oh, it's a brown bear. The little feets looked like horns to me. Don't worry, Jaskar, I'll save you. Yeah, see, he needed my help. This bear was absolutely gonna just truck him. And I know this isn't technically an escort quest, but it is now. And really, you know, it's just the right thing to do. Because Jaskar's a good guy, and, like, everyone he knows was just slain. And then, moreover, everything was set on fire, and he was still having to chill upstairs, which, like, look, I've never been in a structure fire, but I bet it would be really, really hard to stay put, regardless of what else was going on. Like, I get the feeling that knowing the flames were there would make the window look really nice. Hello. Oh. So you could just be running on the road and these jokers will try to attack you. I mean, I never have been treated so disrespectfully. Jaskar is just like hoofing it anyway. But you know, he still needs my help.
To be impressed. Die, damn you! Am I supposed to be impressed? What can I do for you? Farewell.
What can you do for me? I just saved your life. Anyway, I don't need to be thanked or anything. But not a big deal, barely did anything. Anyone could have done it for you. Yes, indeed. You see, when you jump and you take the damage for acrobatics, then you also get to heal it up. It's ideal. Time to get more athletic. Oh no, not a minotaur! Yikes. Okay, the hitbox is much different than I thought. We about to lose this? Nah, no way. Haha, fool! Alright, where'd Giscard go? This way? Probably. No, it does. The road doesn't go that way. He would have. I don't know where he went. I'm sure he's safe now. No, he would have taken the west road here and turned this way. To what end? Oh, to loop the whole road around to the entrance. Well, now he's at a civilized part of the road. I'm sure he's fine now, but we'll try to catch up with him all the same. If we cut over here, we may indeed be able to reach him. Hey, there he is. We found him. All right. Fort Caractacus. You've already been there, of course. This is the fort that inspired essentially our whole character arc. In that it was the town of mass invisibility, and it inspired us to become the greatest illusion mage ever, because that guy was kind of a scrub, and I figured I could do better. You know, you can spend too much time in Oblivion fast traveling. Sometimes it's just good after a quest, especially one that gives you a logical reason to run, to just run and see things and experience what it's like to be jumped by lone bandit bowmen on the road. Because the longer you play, the longer I play, you know, the less immersed I get in my character typically, you know. By hour 20 or 30, I'm like, oh, I found more valuable stuff, who cares? But, you know, the first 5 hours, it's all special. It's all new. You want to run around and do stuff. But, you know, if you just play a little bit differently, you can restore the old magic. For example, by escorting Noble Giscard back to the Empire. He says Hannibal Traven's going to protect him. I don't know if that's true. I'm not foreshadowing. I don't really remember. But I just don't know if that's true. It seems like the sort of thing he wouldn't do. It sounds like the sort of thing that he would say he would do, and then because he's incompetent, he wouldn't. But I don't remember. But to Giscard, I just have to say, if you end up dead after all of this, don't be surprised. But I think the only way to really restore childlike wonder in a video game is by running around and jumping in places that you don't need to. Because that's how you really remember being young, right? Where you're like, yeah, I'm just gonna jump on this fence and try to land on another part of it. That's the joy that like a proper adult loses, right? You gotta remember where you came from. You gotta remember that life used to be cool. That's important. And video games can get you there, but only if you play them the right way. You know, you can't. You don't want to be too good at them. You gotta let yourself be bad at them. You gotta let yourself be inefficient.
You have my ears.
And we've made it. This backwards run is hilarious. We're like leaning back. Hey. Alright, we made it. Magnificent. Truly the greatest of all time. Helps a lot if you play the game in childhood. Yeah, for sure. It's easy to explain to a person who already loves Oblivion why it would be fun to do these silly things.
Yeah. Restita Stat Lilia. I work at the Chestnut Handy Stables. Good day.
You're missing horses. That sounds like the sort of thing that I would help you with if I was a new character. But I am not.
You have my ear, citizen.
And now that we're safely in the city, we'll just go ahead and...
Hello.
Go ahead and meet some new person in the market district real quick. Not like a specific person. We're just gonna wait for a shop to open, so we don't have to, you know. Look, there's two kinds of urgent messages, right? There's ones where I don't want to fast travel to Anvil and then back to the Imperial City, and then there's ones where I would actually go into the Arcane Tower even though I need to sell 100 weight of items. And the second kind of emergency doesn't really exist for me. Whoops. About to get in trouble breaking into this shop. I just want to sell stuff to him. Because, like, you know, I draw the line for role-playing at a moment where it's going to make me, the person who wants to sell my items, not sell them. Like, I'm going to do that first.
What can I interest you in? You drive a... That's a good deal. An excellent... That's a fair deal. You've made a good comeback. Goodbye.
All right.
Hope to see you
And
again
now, Mercantile 84. It's so ridiculous. It levels up so fast. They may not have changed the experience game for Mercantile, but because they changed the level scaling, you get dramatically stronger gear to sell earlier, so it has the effect of doing it, since you get experience points based on, you know, the sale price. I think. I don't think it's individual things. Like iterations of the sales.
Are they? I was too afraid. Take care.
He does his same dialogue there. But anyway, I feel very pleased for having escorted Jaskar in.
Any word
and
from
now,
Jean in Bruma?
Well, some.
He was the only one left? This is worse than I thought. From what he's told you, Manny Marco, the King of Worms, is here in Cyrodiil and preying on our guild. This is something I'd never have dreamed. We'll need a few days to digest this new information. Should Jaskar arrive here, we'll see to it that he's well taken care of. Thank you.
Should he arrive here, I brought him here.
And Alindarit. Before we continue... Bye.
Oh, my advancement within the guild, I say. Am I gonna get a promotion?
It's my... Truly, you are an asset to
I
the
am a
guild.
wizard.
I reward you with the rank of wizard and teach you a most
glorious
powerful spell.
Feels good. You're teasing it with fortified speech, mercantile personality, and charm. Nice, yeah. You know, it's a quick way to do it.
I'm sure there's something to suit you.
Yeah, I made this a much more jack-of-all-trades character. It's what I meant to do. Like, it's not an accident.
Goodbye.
I knew that I
like
was
a
avoiding... Alright, so Wizard's Fury, what's it do? Oh, right! It's the thing. We got a bunch of fire damage and then shock and frost. Yeah, excellent, excellent. And we will use that instead of Icy Hand. You know, that'll overtake that. And now we have our final form. Touch of Rage doesn't need to be on there because it never works.
Right one. A pleasure. Take care.
Alright, so he says we have to wait a couple of days. I think we're just gonna
The
talk
course
to him
of
now.
action could not be agreed upon. Some felt that we are in danger of being exterminated and that it is time to fight back. Others felt it appropriate to fight fire with fire, as it were. The council has shattered and artifacts have been lost. The Necromancer's amulet and the Bloodworm helm have been taken.
Jeez.
Karanya insisted on removing it from the university. She said it posed a threat to the safety of the Imperial City.
A total falling
While
apart
I do
of
not
the
doubt
guilds.
that she was right, I question whether her motives were genuine. She seemed all too eager to explore its power. I fear she is not safe from the minions of the King of Worms. She is at Fort Ontas. Please go there and return with the amulet. Help her to see that she should not use the weapons of the enemy, especially out of fear. A group of mages led by Erlav Jarol took the helm and have retreated to Fort Telemann in an effort to study it further. They hope to learn enough from it to find some way to fight Manimarco. I tried to dissuade them, but it was no use. I would like the helm returned so that it may be kept safe here in the university. I fear Erlav has made himself a target for the necromancers. It was last, please. Goodbye.
All right, well, we've got our marching orders then.
If there's anything I can do,
I do think it's time to enchant my sword, however. We're gonna run over and throw probably just like a shock damage on it or something. Well, I've got shock on the bow. Maybe cold is better.
There's something I'd like to discuss with you.
I'm listening. Speak.
Hi there.
Like, how much can I get away with adding here? Can I add fire damage too? No, because that's... I don't know, maybe. I don't think so. Can I just add 100 fire damage? Will it let me do that? I guess it would run out really quick. I'm stupid. I hit the wrong buttons. We're just gonna try for like a big old chunk of frost. Alright. And now that we have made Icebrand, we've got our marching orders and our marching spells, it's time to take the fight to them. But not really. It's time to find a place to lay down real quick. It's time to figure out where the beds are.
I won't take up much of your time, but I felt you
Are
should
they
know.
here? Yeah. And then and only then it will be time to move forward. Grab a little soul gimmery. We'll catch a little catnap. Level 21. My build is all over the place. I spent a long time increasing my personality because my character wanted to be better liked on account of how they started their memories being falsely imprisoned. Nirnroot, mine. But some part of me wishes I had done alteration, and especially restoration magic, because, I mean, resto's the craziest magic, right? By a pretty wide margin. But Necromancer's Amulet, we are going to fast travel out here to Broch Camp, probably immediately get into a fight. Probably.
Who's there?
Today you die! Am I supposed to be impressed?
Oh yeah. Okay, so the Ice Brand now is crazy strong. And this is a Dark Elf, so Hot Hand's not really gonna hot them up very well. And we're gonna modify what's worth taking so that I don't have to move it. So Elven Cuirass, not worth taking. That's the level of quality that we're at now. But we'll just follow this route up into the mountains. And before long, we'll be at the Fort of Our Dreams. Man, I'm so pleased that the game looks like this now. I'm going to shoot him in the face. No, in the feet. Now, of course, Ogre's Teeth are not quality enough to excuse picking up, but it's important that I carry all of the alchemy ingredients with this character, never use them, and then make a new character. I don't think I should have to explain why that's necessary, but it is, and I think we all agree that it is. And in fact, that no decent person would ever just not collect alchemy ingredients if given the choice. So now that we've cleared that up, it's time to fight this bear. All right, we arrive at Fort Ontis, and we're expecting like just straight brawls, right? We're expecting the biggest heat. We're expecting Netherliches and Master Necromancers. So we're going to creep up very delicately. There's no one outside. There's no one outside. My gauntlets would reveal them if they were here. Scroll of Summon Skeleton. Well, I can't be doing that. What will the guild think? Alright, so Karanya, possibly a traitor, unsure though. That's a Mage's Guild robe.
Hello. What are you doing here? You'd better talk to Karanya before you do anything else.
Well, yeah, I almost shot you, ma'am. If you end up betraying me, ma'am. I sure got a feeling about these people.
You'd better talk to Karanya before.
I'm sure developing a feeling about them.
It's you. If you're here to help, you...
Yes, this is very conspicuous indeed. At least they're wearing the proper robes, though. I almost shot them.
Yes? What are you... Well,
Karanya will want to talk to you. You should go see her.
That's not suspicious. It's like, yes, it's not suspicious at all.
You'd better talk.
They are all telling me they don't want any piece of it. Alright, I'm gonna approach with my staff out, my mage's staff of office. Explain yourself.
Well, well, this is quite a surprise. I thought you were Traven's lapdog, doing whatever he said. And yet, here you are. Good that you've finally seen the light. The cause will benefit from your assistance.
The cause?
What? You're here to take it back to Traven? Oh, my dear, I'm afraid you're in over your
I wonder
head.
if you could pickpocket it.
I don't answer to Traven. I heed only the word of Manimarco. When he has
You
the
traitor!
amulet, his power will be increased, and Traven will be helpless to stand in his way. You, I'm afraid, won't be standing at all. I promise I'll make this quick. I'd like to have you mostly intact, so Manimarco can suck the marrow from your bones.
Creep. Anyway, here's this Necromancer's amulet. I don't think I should wear it, but it does look awesome. Alright, well, that's sorted. Another Ring of Steelskin. I do have to say, if I would have looked at the zombies and stuff and the altar, I probably would have been like, got a bad feeling about her. Alright, so now we got a key.
What's that? Who's there?
You fool! A Daedric dagger? Man, these people are ballin'.
This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death. Die!
Alright, well that went rather well.
Your presence here will not be tolerated.
I don't think they realize how strong I am. I am a big hero. You know, I just wanted us to all get along. I wanted happiness for the Mages Guild. I wanted, you know, bonhomie, liberty, egality, fraternity, generally the values of the French Revolution. Not 100% of the values. Don't quote me on that one, but lots of them. But I thought that's what we were gonna get in this Mages Guild. I thought it would be a nice little place, but instead, I would consider it more of a battle axe of deception than a fountain of camaraderie.
Well, well.
Well. This guy,
You'll never take me down.
you know, he's ready to fight, but he forgot to get dressed this morning. What kind of dagger you got, bro? So let's move your silly little body here.
Why?
Okay. So I guess they were trying to swap to their Necromancer robes, maybe, and then they forgot. But anyway. We'll take their daggers all the same. We'll see if all of them are fighting in their undies. They are. So that's pretty funny. So I think what's supposed to happen here is they swap from their Mages Guild robes to Necromancer robes, maybe. But it didn't work. And so they're all in their skivvies.
If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you'll get.
Alright, how do we get out of here? By casting Clairvoyance. You know, this cult of worms, it can't be all it's cracked up to be if they can't even afford their own clothes. Just an observation. But we're gonna give it the old travel to Anvil to sell the stuff to the shop, you know, as is tradition. I wonder what town I'll live in for the next one. The next character, I mean to say. Because I'm probably going to do like a Khajiit Punch Cat, maybe Fighters Guild, maybe just like main quest line. Because the more restricted a character is, the less you level.
It's my pleasure.
And if I play like a Punch Cat that only wears clothes, then we won't get armor levels.
May I interest you in some of my fine wares? That's a fair deal. That seems an excellent bargain. That's more than I'd usually pay. I appreciate.
Farewell.
Battlelorn Castle. You know, I saw it on the map and someone says it's just like a castle, but I haven't even been there. Maybe where was it at? Up by Coral? Yeah, it showed there. I guess there's like all sorts of bonus content that like got put in at some point, like this Frostcrag Spire thing maybe. I don't remember that. Where you like just like alternate like places to live, because the pirate crew, that was an alternate thing someone was telling me. I was like, I don't remember this at all, and they're like, oh no, that was a thing. Or like the Celestial Orrery here, which I remember.
Good day.
But like maybe not, because I don't
training.
remember doing it really.
Good day.
Good. May I interest you in some of my fine wares? Bye.
What we want to do here, we're just
Always
getting the
keep your
recharge,
magical
and it's going to be
equipment
like
charged.
expensive, but we're just going to pop it because I have just tons of money. Yeah, 90 grand.
You too.
So I figured that would be more efficient than bashing through my soul gems, since I have just so much money, right? You know, you make 10 grand on a thing, because I mean that Daedric dagger was selling for 1900 and we got a couple of those. I mean, pretty soon you're talking real money. Sort of too many potions still. That's fine, whatever. We'll deal with it later. Or not at all. Time to turn in the Necromancer's Amulet. You say it's all new to you as well. Yeah, I'm so glad it wasn't just me. I'm like, so if this stuff was always in the game and I just didn't see it, then I'm gonna like be mad at me in the past. But now like, so it's like downloadable content that happened at different times or whatever, or things that weren't part of, you know, because I played on the Xbox, whatever, whichever one it was.
Bruma suits
back then.
Narina Carvain. She's tough and
Welcome. Have you recovered either the Bloodworm Helm or the Necromancer's Amulet? Karanya turned on the guild?
Look at his eyes.
I don't understand. She was one of my most trusted advisors. The situation grows more dire with each passing day, it seems. I fear where this will end. The amulet is safe, however, and that must be enough for now. Thank you for returning it. Have you It was last seen in the... Please. Farewell.
Alright, time to go to the next fort.
I heard you know how to...
I heard you know how to move in light armor. Ma'am, I am wearing mithril right here in front of your face. Alright, so Fort Telemann is quite far from everywhere we've been, but we will just travel to the Leowen Gate and then hoof it across the wilderness. It won't take too long to get there, I'm sure, and we'll get to see part of the map that we haven't been to. We will wait for the sunrise to head out. Oh, I want to take this horse. Is there anyone around? Like, is this the horse that I stole a long time ago? And it's just waiting here for me? We're just going to slowly swim across the water. It's probably faster for me to just... Oh no, is the horse gonna... Am I gonna drown this horse trying to ford? I'm gonna feel really bad if that happens. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I've got a bad feeling about this, guys. Oh no. I think I'm a bad person. Oh, I'm drowning. How am I drowning? Well. In conclusion, the horse's head is underwater, but the game interprets that as being underwater yourself, and will drown you for mistreating the horse, which I think is good. You know, I think if people's bad behavior happened to them rather than others, they might change their ways. For example, I'm not stealing that horse again. That horse can stay. I've learned my lesson, okay? Like, I'm reformed. I'm a good person now. You don't have to drown me twice. Funny stuff. But we're just gonna hoof it and ignore all these places. We'll save figuring out what's going on there for the future. Fort Double Cross, you'll never guess what happens there. I love the swampy areas. They're so pretty. Sort of remind me of home. The cypress trees. There weren't tons of those right where I live, but like just down the road kind of thing. And there's a couple lakes that we would go and fish at and stuff that had a whole bunch of them going on. Alright, what's here? Wayshrine of Mara. Oh, apparently I need to be more penitent. Do I have a bounty? What have I done? Yeah, or the respiratory system defeat. Yeah, like a book-long situation. Speaking of, is that a friggin' spider Daedra just chillin'? A Leandra. Why won't you die? While it is good that you can't, like, manipulate them with missed shots like you can in Skyrim, it's still, like, when you shoot an arrow right under someone and they don't get upset at all, it does feel, like, not ideal. This rain in the swampy bayou, this is a great ambiance. I love this area. Maybe we'll spend a lot of time down around here in Leowyn for the next playthrough. I do very much enjoy it. Especially with the rain falling, all the lovely water sounds. The sound of rain's good stuff. I know it's not like a weird me thing. I know tons of people love the sound of rain, but I like it too. And getting it here is quite nice. Just a really beautiful vista. Before we go into the fort, we're just gonna take another look at the surroundings. Oh yeah. That's the good stuff. That's where it's at right there. Alright, so we're gonna assume that this guy's not our friend and that we're just gonna have to brawl, but you know, we're not gonna just kill a man before we say hello. He could have taken the helm for innocent purposes. Could have done.
Who's there?
Oh wait, no, these people are wearing Necromancer robes. That's how we know they're baddies.
You'll never take me down!
I bet I will. Need to just grab some nice little sorcery potions, and then we'll be right back in the fight. Take that.
You'll never take me down.
I will. Destruction, disaster. All right, there we go. Got our scrolls, got our pots. These guys were properly necromancers the whole time, so they'll have the real loot, unlike the mages in that other cave. Take a quick wait, hit a quick sunlight, and then we're just gonna full bore run forward. Yeah, with the 40 damage enchantment on the we'll avoid that because it looks like a trap. Might not be, but it looks like one. Yeah. Quick 3 smash kill.
Where are you?
Where am I? Well, I bet I'm looking at that wall.
Well, well. Look who we've got here.
These guys are such scrubs. Did I come from there? Probably. Looks really familiar. No, I did not. It looks familiar because everywhere in this game looks the same. That's unfair. Look, because of the way you play a game like this, you don't spend a lot of time being like, hey, that's where the lamps are, you know, because you know that you're probably not going to come back to an area. It's not like a different style of game where you might. The only time you retrace areas here is when you go to one too early and then a quest sends you back. Or if you find a ruin that you really like and you keep on farming it for the vampires at the end. I'm just talking about myself again, not you. Ah, a further door. Order of the Black Rose. Very fancy sounding. Oh, well. Anyway, that's a crash. That's only the 4th crash in 26 hours of play, so feels good. Don't worry, we'll be right back with more of these messages. It's not going to take too long to load up. My computer is swift and powerful. And before we know it, it'll all be back again. The rumbling of the thunder outside, you know, will not belie our strength here. We're good to go. And now I know that we'll just run right forward, and that'll be what we gotta do. What? Oh, they have summoned a massive Daedra? No, this is a real massive Daedra that happened to be down here with them. You know, well, the indignities that these people are visiting upon us know no bounds.
Who's there?
Alright, so we've got insane, creepy Daedra in there, but they're trapped. Oh, I've just been paralyzed by the spider Daedra. That's not great. Alright, so they are bringing out the incredibly big guns here. They are just, like, existing hand in hand with the most dangerous of foes. Can't believe they paralyzed me. That was supposed to be my thing. My apparel's about to break. Outrageous. Alright, time to... fix everything back up real quick. Jolly good. And we're just gonna throw some more back into the ice brand. Alright, so this Necromancer... Oh, Fortify Magic Pants. Nice. I think he got in a little over his head here, what with all the Daedra and all. Oh, out of arrows. Well, that's alright. Alright, so we've got, like, proper great arrows now with some of these, but we'll go to Dwarven. I think Dwarven are, like, a slower pull. Like, oh, she knows I'm here. She doesn't, though. Man, they really nail the quick skittering animation, huh? Ooh, I'm not afraid of spiders, but that almost made it for me. They really nailed the sort of mantis-like insectine way of movement. Tremora Valkinaz. Well, I missed. Okay, a little bit closer now.
Feed me, Lord. Fail and fall.
Oh, they're doing the creepy voice thing. To no avail. And there we go. We get actual proper Daedric armor to sell. And I'm over encumbered. And an actual Daedric Warhammer. We're about to be so rich. You know, assuming that we can... Yeah, I mean, like, so what do? We drop Ebony Maces even though they're 40 to 1? Yeah. Alright, yeah, that's fine. And then we'll just throw the old feather on and we should be good. Alright, here is their Lavjarol. We get the Bloodworm Helm. And, yeah. He was slain by the Daedra, you know. He wasn't necessarily trying to betray us, but he didn't do a very good job of protecting the artifact, did he? No, he did not. Alright, and then in this cross room, there might be a secret wall or a... Nope, just a whole pathway. Got it. And this should probably loop around. Nothing like a little lock picking to palate cleanse the fighting. $50 gold, amazing. All right, good stuff. That was, man, you know, as I keep on saying, like, I know all of us are not used to being high level when you're just, like, at the end of one. Oh, boy. A Netherlich in broad daylight. strength being drained, incredibly obnoxious, but I put my not very good feather spell on. So this one should give us the weight we need. A staff of ruin, yeah, fine. All right, good stuff. We're about to make more money than God off this Daedric armor. It does look very cool, and when you're like, you know, when you're a heavy armor user, there's nothing in the whole world cooler than getting your Daedric armor. But I'm a light armor guy, you know. We like to move quick on our feet, so not really that exciting for us. I would be more excited to see some glass armor. Because Elven is two gold, but I think glass could be nice. Otherwise, I'll just wear Mithril. I don't care. Like, aesthetics over function, right?
Hello.
We'll throw an old Charmist on him and miss it.
Hi.
There we go.
May I interest you in some of my fine wit? You drive a hard bargain.
All right, there we go.
Be seeing you.
Amazing. And now we're at 91 mercantile because these things give you just so many points for selling them. And we're going to bash out a quick repair on, or rather recharge on everything from you. Yeah, good old
Always
Mark.
keep your magical equipment charged. Goodbye.
Say Glass has so much depth to it in the remastered. It looks very good. Yeah, I've only seen like the weapons. I haven't seen any of the armor on a character, I don't think. But it did look like it looks pretty sweet. Just the way that the light refracts through it, and like how they really nailed the crystalline nature of it. Very, very cool. But I love the mithril. I just like, it's a great look. It looks like in-game armor, you know, like when you look at a character with like this, like you'd think, hey, that's like as good as the light armor gets, right? That's you got all the gold filigree, you got like your fancy helmet, you got your pointed shoes. I mean, they're elven, but who's counting? Looks like there's 3 toes on them. A little silly.
Hello.
But we gloriously have retrieved both of the things
Have
that
you
were
recovered
stolen
the...
from the guild. The Bloodworm
Olaf
helmet.
is dead.
Yes.
I tried to warn him. I tried to tell him it was a mistake to leave with the helm.
It was.
I shall return the helm to a secure place in the tower.
At
It's
least
the
Olaf
least I
was a
can do
bro
for
and not a
Olaf.
traitor like Haranya.
Thank you. Before we could... Goodbye.
Yeah, that's right. He won't tell you you're promoted. You got to go talk to his assistant to tell you you're promoted.
Hey, good day.
Promote
I
me.
can truly consider you an equal.
I am a master
and so
wizard.
grant you the rank of Master Wizard. There is no higher rank which I can bestow upon you.
I don't want a
You
higher
have my
rank. I'm a master
congratulations
wizard.
And my thanks.
Huzzah!
Goodbye.
We are the master wizard of the Mages Guild. What could feel better? Don't tell me, because I don't want to know. But anyway, as we gaze here at the Imperial Mages Tower, that'll do it for this episode. I'm having a great time, and I would absolutely be pursuing more of this, but I wish I had more money than I had. I know it's not punk, but I need to pay my rent. So I got to go to work, but I will be around perhaps in 12 or 13 hours, maybe playing a little bit more Oblivion, maybe some other stuff. So thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and hanging out. Shade Freeze, appreciate you chilling, and perhaps I'll see you in another stream or video. If you're watching in the future, I hope the weather is nice, but that's all I've got for you right now. So, au revoir, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye.